How do you do? Help! What the hell? Always a pleasure to see you.
My fault, officer.
Some mudsill just stole my horse.
Good to see
Pony
you.
up and stop him. Hello there.
All right, we'll hop on in.
Come! Whoa!
We meet again.
Come on! Now I'm robbing you, partner! Yeah, shoot! Oh, shoot! Come on! Yeah!
Move it, sugar eater.
I kill you! Man, that one almost got me.
Boy, get ready to die today.
Don't say I said this, but John Marston is really a big-time marshal from back east.
You want a good time?
You can believe it or
Right
not,
here.
but I actually
Sorry,
looked
but I gotta
naked.
watch.
Someone told me the mayor likes to...
Make no mistake, John
Yeah,
Marston is an agent of the devil.
Well, hello.
Leho.
Glad I keep my money under my mattress. That's one take on the matter for sure.
Wow, good for you.
John Marston's gonna know to respect the law when I see him.
Look where you're going! Professor!
Oh, it's you, dear boy. Come in, and shut the door.
What's going on? You leaving?
Yes, sir. Yes, I am, sir. You know, You know the thing that is vital, without which scholarship cannot proceed, sir?
No, I don't.
Not having a bullet in your flipping neck, sir. I am not cut out for this. No, not cut out for this at all.
Nope.
They're fucking savages! Savages!
I think we all are.
Not me, sir. I'm from Connecticut. I'm a professor at Yale. I write books. I do not deserve to die out here. Where's my tincture? Oh, yes.
You okay, Professor?
Oh, dandy, sir. Just dandy. Oh, great heavens above!
Is that you, John?
Hello, Dutch.
I think that's what they call two for the price of one out here in this wonderful place.
Maybe so, Dutch.
You and your friend there, the professor, we're gonna kill the both of you.
Why you want to do a thing like that?
I don't know. Sport, I guess.
Fair enough. Why don't I come out there? We fight. Let the professor go and send your boys back to their families.
Well, that sounds like a beautiful plan, John. Only problem is, my boys here, they already lost their families a long time ago. We aren't thieves, John. We're fighting for something a bit like you. Only we're fighting for an idea, not just for ourselves.
That's beautiful, Dutch. You always were a fine speaker.
I was. Now, would you kindly send that academic out here so we can show him what we really think about the art of anthropology?
Please, sir, what are we going to do?
I'm gonna hand you over to him and watch him tear you limb from limb.
What?
I'm just kidding. We're gonna run across the rooftops. Get you back to your ivory tower.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank me, we're still here. Come on.
Good day, sir. Madam.
Look here, sir. What is the meaning of this outrage?
You two stay down and shut up.
Come on. We can get to the roof this way.
Do something! He's going to kill me!
Stay back, or the teacher gets it. Today is the
Too
day.
late to talk about things! Just give it up!
One more move, and he's a dead man. Look your sweet time! What the devil? Christ alive, how many are there? We're completely surrounded!
Never in all my days.
You better follow me.
I guess this ain't gonna end well for someone.
You have to get us out of here.
Shut the hell up! That's too damn close!
Unbelievable.
You're a boy, not a man.
You boys don't frighten me, man! I'll shoot you in a minute, McDougal. Do you fellas pissed sitting down or something?
Come on, then, you son of a bitch.
Just a bunch of women playing outlaw! Stay quiet!
Isn't over!
Stop whining, for Christ's sake!
My dead uncle shoots.
You're
I'm
dead,
going to
friend!
die here, aren't I?
You really... Oh!
What do these people want from me?
Do you ever stop talking? I think that's most of them. The coast looks clear.
Come on then, let's make a break for it. The horses should be in an alleyway down here. Come on, let's get the hell out of Blackwater. Head for Manzanita Post. I'm taking the first train out of here. This really couldn't have gone more horribly wrong.
At least you got some good material for your next book.
You know, I dreamt of documenting the last days of the Old West. The romance, the honor, the nobility. But it turns out it's just people killing each other.
It always was, Professor. And the Old West ain't quite dead yet.
Oh, I know, Mr. Marston. Believe me, I know. Leave me alone!
Let's go!
Oh my God! There's more of them!
Run while you're
more than you and me.
Most of these men were raised on reservations, educated in boarding schools, and what good has it done?
Their land was taken from...
Hurry! There's more of them! All right, get us out of this hellhole! Right, to the station! I'm not staying in this place a minute longer! This really couldn't have gone more horribly wrong!
At least you got some good material for your next book.
You know, I dreamt of documenting the last days of the Old West. The romance, the honor, the nobility. But it turns out it's just people killing each other.
It always was, Professor. And the Old West ain't quite dead yet.
Oh, I know, Mr. Marston. Believe me, I know. Giddy up! No! Here they come again, Marston!
Shooting at me! Don't make me kill you! Yeah!
Come on! Let's get the hell out of Blackwater!
Whoa!
Head for Manzanita Post! I'm taking the first train out of here! This really couldn't have gone more horribly wrong!
At least you got some good material for your next book.
You know, I dreamt of documenting the last days of the Old West. The romance, the honor, the nobility. But it turns out it's just people killing each other.
It always was, Professor. And the Old West ain't quite dead yet.
Oh, I know, Mr. Marston. Believe me, I know. I can't believe this! They're still chasing us! All right, get us out of this hellhole! Come on! Right, to the station! I'm not staying in this place a minute longer! This really couldn't have gone more horribly wrong!
At least you got some good material for your next book.
You know, I dreamt of documenting the last days of the Old West. The romance, the honor, the nobility. But it turns out it's just people killing each other.
It always was, Professor. And the Old West ain't quite dead yet.
Oh, I know, Mr. Marston. Believe me, I know. Oh my God! There's more of them! on! Let's get the hell out of Blackwater!
Yeah!
Head for Manzanita Post! I'm taking the first train out of here! This really couldn't have gone more horribly wrong!
At least you got some good material for your next book.
You know, I dreamt of documenting the last days of the Old West. The romance, the honor, the nobility. But it turns out it's just people killing each other.
It always was, Professor. And the Old West ain't quite dead yet.
Oh, I know, Mr. Marston. Believe me, I know. Ooh! No! Here they come again, Marston!
You're idiots! Faster! Come on! Let's go!
Hurry! There's more of them!
I don't want to do this, my friend! Let's go!
My research is complete. Much as I thought. There's no civilizing this savage land.
I could have told you that for nothing.
Ah, but they'll give me a prize in New Haven for this. Well, they bloody better. Well, goodbye, Mr. Marston. Best of luck, dear friend.
So long, Professor.
So long, sir.
Yeah!
What do you want, Marston?
My family. I've done what you asked.
No, you haven't. This is the land of opportunity, and I gave you the opportunity to save your family, and you failed. How could I possibly reward you?
Marston, you're a public menace. We should have had you killed.
I wish you had. But since you didn't, where's my family?
Spare me the noble savage fall on the sword tripe, will you, old boy? It's nauseating. You don't wish to be dead. You're an insignificant creature desperately clinging on to life like the rest of the scum in this town. Yeah, I know, it's tough. You like Dutch. He's a charming fellow. He makes sense. He's like one of those nature writers from back east. Only he takes things a tiny little step too far. Rather than just loving the flowers and the animals and the harmony between man and beast, he shoots people in the head for money and disagreeing with them.
He's a goddamn killer.
Now, I'm not a great intellect, but the metaphysical leap from admiring the flower to shooting a man in the head because he doesn't like the flower is a leap too far. So, I know it's easy. You see, me and Archer, we're the bad guys. We enforce the rules. Now, while the rules may not be perfect, they're really not so bad.
Exactly. What's the alternative?
Yeah. See, I'll tell you what the alternative is. It's not complicated. It's about one man and his gun versus another man. Sure, civilization may be dull, but the alternative, Mr. Marston, is hell.
And the way you enforce this civilization, this freedom for men to like or not like flowers, or whatever in God's name you were just talking about, is to kidnap a man's wife and son?
Well, I know there's contradictions. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, as I said, I'm not a great intellect. Now, after the debacle with the army and the bank, we have to put Mr. Vanderlyn to rest ourselves. Will you help us?
Do I have any choice?
Now that you mention it, no.
Then what was that pretty speech in aid of?
I don't rightly know, but it sure felt good saying it.
Shall we, Mr. Marston?
Let's go. Now keep your finger off that trigger until we get out of Blackwater.
Come quick! Take a look at this thing!
Here they come! Look, they brought the machine gun!
What's the word, Captain?
We spotted one of Dutch's men about an hour ago. I think he took the bait.
Let's get in position then. Have your men ready to run them down if you have to.
Dismiss! Load weapons and get to the sandbag! Move!
Are you ready to finish this, Mr. Marston?
I guess so.
Hold your fire until I give the word. There they are! Open fire!
Stop!
that!
Kill those bastards!
You want more?
Hold them off! Take them down!
You'll pay for this!
Don't let him get too close!
Sons of bitches!
We should have done this a long time ago!
Try and kill me now!
Keep going!
Take them early!
Look, they're running! Move out! Don't let them get away! Christ! This thing's a lot bumpier off the road!
It's gonna be a mess if we have to follow them into the woods. Can't you hold this thing steady for them?
I'm trying my best, sir!
They're hiding behind the rock! Gun them down! Keep them back!
You ain't stopping me now!
Goddamn savages!
Cover!
Oh no!
What is it with these people?
They're making a big mistake!
Keep it steady!
This is insanity! I can hardly hold on!
Just shut up and drive, Fordham! Get those men behind the rock!
We'll kill every last one of you!
Take them early!
Hold them off! Where are they coming from? They're like rats!
Come and get me!
Look out behind those rocks!
Stop shooting at me!
Gun them now!
Kill those bastards! We should have done this a long time ago! What is it with these people? Run while your anger is still yours.
Keep coming! They're hiding behind the rocks! Gun them down! Gun them down!
Kill those bastards! Goddamn savages!
Keep them back!
We'll kill every last one of you!
Too damn close!
Christ! This thing's a lot bumpier off the road!
It's gonna be a mess if we have to follow them into the woods. Can't you hold this thing steady for them?
I'm trying my best, sir!
Get those men behind the rocks!
Where are they coming from? They're like rats! Hold them off!
You want more?
Don't let them get too close!
That wagon's out of control! It's coming straight at our cavalry!
Well, Mr. Marston, it seems like your mentor Dutch no longer looks quite so kindly to his student.
That man is insane.
So it seems.
I think we need to get him before sundown.
As you say, Captain. Otherwise, he'll be gone again.
And what if I say no?
Now, before I shoot you myself, let me just point out the obvious. The one person we have left that can appeal to Mr. Vanderlyn is the last person we know who knows him. Your wife.
That won't be necessary. Mr. Ross, Captain, let's go. Whoa! Yeah! Load up now. Come on. Yeah. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Yeah.
You, blow that gate open. Move, soldier.
Go! Get down!
Forward! Move in! Come on, boys! Everybody move in!
That one almost got me. Now on to the next one.
Keep pushing!
Get a little turkey. Hey, I see you. Come on, this way.
Bring everything you got!
Shoot, damn it!
Brace yourselves! They're coming again!
Don't stop now, Marston.
If you want to go home to your mama, you better go now.
There's no way out! With your blood, we need cover! Son of a bitch!
Stop that!
It's time to kill these motherless bastards! I'm over, cover me!
You want more?
Come on! Push them back! Come on! Your man play!
You boys don't fight me, bud!
Greenhorn.
Stay alert! There's no way out! Drop your weapon!
You should have run away.
Move forward!
You ain't hiding from me.
I need some cover! Here come more of them! Pull the damn trigger, Marston! You're dealing. What the hell? Don't give us Dutch! Your problem, Jim.
You little turkey! You should run off home!
For the love of God! Covering fire! This ends right now! Give it up!
What am I doing? I'm getting good at this.
Man, move into the village!
We'll see who's the man now.
This ain't looking good.
Push into the village! Come on, let's finish this! Marston, use that Gatling gun! We'll take him out from the ridge! Your time has come.
Here we go! Let's go! We was
Let's go, men! Move into the village! You man the Gatling gun, Marston!
Come on, then!
What can I say, partner?
Right, Marston. We'll take 2 men with us. The rest will stay here and take care of the wounded. They'll plant charges at the gate. You and I'll provide the cover fire. This is it, men. Let's get that gate down. Keep them covered now, Marston. Hold them off. We need time to set the explosives. Don't just stand
If you
there.
don't
Do
stop that,
something.
you ain't gonna live! Not bad, Marston! You can still run away! What the...
Yeah, she didn't really shoot.
Fire in the hole!
You tend to your wounded! I gotta face Dutch alone!
Looks like it's me and you, John. You should have stayed at home.
I suggest you follow me. I'll separate your soul from your body!
Working for the government, John? After all I taught you, I'm ashamed.
Don't die a coward, you bastard!
I don't have a choice. There's always a choice. You're just too blind to see. Your family, Abigail, was any man's wife, John.
Your
And Jack,
father thought he had
he's
a
another
boy.
horse, just like you.
Ah!
We both knew this is
This way, come on! Open your eyes!
working for the government, John. After all I taught you, I'm ashamed. There's always a choice. You're just...
Follow me. Try to keep up.
Working for the government, John. After all I taught you, I'm ashamed.
company's over there.
There's always a choice. You're just blind to see.
They got my family!
Your family, Abigail, was any man's wife, John. Jack, he's another horse, just like you. You're weak. You always were. You never have done it for this.
For what? You got no idea what you're killing for!
You never see what I can do, John. You were too scared. You never said me to surrender. You better kill me, John.
If that's how it's gotta be!
Well, come and get it, then. Come closer. I got a surprise for you. Son of a bitch! God damn it! You'll never take me alive, John!
Ah! Ah!
It's over, John.
I ain't leaving here without you!
You're just like me, John. You can't change who you are.
I ain't like you!
You can't erase the past, John. Killing me, it won't make it go away.
That's where you're wrong!
Hello again, John.
Hello, Dutch.
We gotta stop meeting like this.
Sure.
I got a plan, John.
You always got a plan, Dutch.
This is a good one.
I don't doubt it.
We can't always fight nature, John. We can't fight change. Can't fight gravity. We can't fight nothing. My whole life, all I ever did was fight.
Then give up, Dutch.
But I can't give up, neither. I can't fight my own nature. That's a paradox, John. You see?
Then I have to shoot you.
When I'm gone, they'll just find another monster. They have to. Because they have to justify their wages.
That's their business.
Our time has passed, John.
So at the end, you didn't have the guts to shoot him.
The man's dead, Ross.
Sure. Can I see your gun? Oh, trust me. It looks better in the report that way.
Where's my family?
Your wife was killed in a prison riot last week. I'm only joking, dear boy. They were sent back to that Scrabble ranch of yours in Beecher's Hope. They're quite safe and sound.
They better be.
Thank you, Mr. Marston, for everything. I know this wasn't easy for you, but I have to say, you've done your country proud.
Yeah, exactly. See you around, John. Try to stay out of trouble. Come on, Archer. Let's go find somebody else we can annoy.
Now I know the only compass that I need is the one that leads back to you. And I know the only compass that I need, oh, is the one leads back to you. And the burning blisters on my feet will call. So hold me as I'm close to fall. Away from the home of your arms I stray, off the radar and into harm's way. Now I know the only compass that I need, oh, is the one that leads back to you. Coffee waves the hand again, coaxing letters from the pen, but words just sit like empty scribbles, such empty caffeinated riddles. I know the only compass that I need is the one.
Let's go. Abigail! Jack! Anyone here? Anyone home? Oh, darling. I never thought I'd see this day again.
You no-good hillbilly piece of shit! I thought you was dead! I thought you was dead, John, huh? Where you been? Where you been?
You know where I've been, darling. You know.
You saw Dutch, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw him.
And Bill?
Yeah, I saw him too.
And you didn't go back to him?
I left that life. Just as you left yours. How'd they treat you?
Oh, I can take care of myself, John. Wingard got funny on me one time, but I wasn't so ladylike, and he didn't try it again. Nor no one else.
How's the boy?
Oh, like you. And like me. Well, he's like a kid growing up without a father.
That ain't fair.
What is fair?
Well, some trees flourish, others die. Some cattle grow strong, others are taken by wolves. Some men are born rich enough and dumb enough to enjoy their lives. Ain't nothing fair, you know that.
We tried to change. I mean, ain't that what you're supposed to do?
We did change. And it's over now. Jack! Jack, come here, boy.
Hello, sir.
Come here. How you been?
Coyotes ate all the chickens and poachers took the cattle. I tried, Father. I tried.
I know you did, son. I know.
And don't you go blaming me, boy. Don't you go blaming me.
I ain't blaming no one, old man, but since you're still alive, there's 4 mouths to feed. And no cattle.
That's a nice way to greet somebody. Why don't I get the warm and tender embrace?
Consider the fact I ain't put a bullet in your embrace, old man. You were supposed to look after the place.
I did. Well, I did my best. Thing is, there was too many of them. I thought you was dead. I wasn't drinking.
Hold your excuses until you figured out which one to use. Jack, go get your bags packed, boy. We got work to do. We leave in the morning. Go on.
Yes, sir.
Where are you going?
Well, it's getting kind of dark now, but in the morning we've got to go get ourselves some more cattle.
I've got friends at McFarland's ranch. It's over in Hennigan's stead who can sell us some.
Now, Abigail, I hope you learned to cook.
Yes. Didn't I say, rather than some prison, they actually kept me incarcerated in a cooking school for young ladies.
Hello, sir.
All right. We should get moving.
Come on. Let's go. How you feeling, Jack? We got a decent ride ahead of us. I met him while I was away. The McFarlands are good people. We need folks we can trust right now.
How?
I was sick and they looked after me.
Sick how?
You sure got a lot of questions.
I don't often get a chance to ask them. Was it a gentleman's complaint? What do they call it? A morning drip?
Good God, boy, no! Where do you learn these things?
Uncle told me about it.
Well, he'd know, the dirty old fool. No, I just got weak for a while. Acted foolishly, got in trouble. Guess I was a little out of practice.
Hey, Pa!
What?
Where were you all that time? Where'd you go?
What'd your mother tell you? That's about right. Some people thought I owed them some favor.
Why did they take us away?
They thought it wasn't safe for you here by
Almost.
yourself. Come on. Those men harm you? Go. So, you ready to learn about herding cattle?
I've never seen you hurt anything, Pa. Apart from the odd pack of drugs.
There's the ranch. Come on, let's see if we can find Mr. McFarland.
Is there a problem with your horse?
John Marston. Now, there's a face I thought I'd never see again. Some of our public servants in Blackwater sent you back on another homicidal errand to protect and save us from Lord only knows what.
Thankfully not, sir. I was hoping you might still be able to sell me some cattle.
My boy, it would be a pleasure. Bonnie's out in the crowd now. She'll be more than happy to help you.
Take care now, Mr. McFarland. Good luck. Let's go. All right, Jack. You're gonna have an important job. I want you to lead the herd while I drive them from the back. Keep us all moving in the right direction.
Good Lord, do my eyes deceive me? A devil walks among us.
I said I'd be back when this was all over, Miss McFarland. After the barn fire, you remember?
Of course I remember. I just didn't believe a word of it. So, you've come for some cattle?
Yeah, I'm finally starting up my farm again. Or trying to, at least.
You'll be fine. You've been taught well. Come on, then.
Come on. Jack, keep them headed towards the river.
I'll ride with you until you get them off the ranch.
you sometime.
So, what happened? Last I heard you were headed for some exotic escapade in Mexico.
It's a long story. Too long to tell without a drink in my hand.
Back to the riddles, I see. And Mr. Williamson?
Stay together.
So, is this your boy?
Yeah. Say hello to Miss McFarland, Jack.
Hello?
Ah, the arrogance of youth. He gets a little fur on his lip and he thinks he knows best all of a sudden.
Let's take after his...
Move it up.
Come on.
How's your wife?
She's well, I think. We haven't had much time to talk yet.
Well, I'm glad you're back together again.
Yeah.
Looks like you got him under control. I'd best get back to Tom.
Nice to see you again, Miss McFarland. And thanks for everything.
Funny, you don't.
Jack, we need to move him across the river. Come on. Yeah.
Come on. Let's go.
You're doing a good job, son. Just lead him straight up the hill towards home.
Will do, Paul.
Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come. Yeah. Wait! Slow down! They look like rustlers! Stay back, son! I'll hold them off! I think that's all of them. Jack! Wait there! I'm coming! Come on! You all right? You're not hurt, are you?
No,
I'm fine. I'm fine. I wasn't scared, honest.
Sorry you had to see that, son. Those men won't be stealing from anybody else. Jack, head left up the road towards home.
I know where I'm going, Pa.
Go! Let's go! All right, now lead them into the pen. Here we are. I'm proud of you, son.
Thanks, Pa.
That's gotta be more exciting than those books of yours.
Sure. If nearly getting killed is your idea of excitement.
Nice work, son.
We made it.
Did real good out there. Go on. Hit your horse and wait for me by the stable. Did a good job, son. Nice shooting.
Thanks, Pa.
Make a rancher of you yet. What's the book, boy?
Nothing, sir.
What's it about?
Well, it's an adventure, sir. Set out in the West, and it tells this amazing story of how people killed the savage Redskins, and how this man, this brave man, hunts the man who killed his father.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Talking of adventure, how'd you like to learn to track elk? Really big ones in the valley this time of year. We could use the meat.
Well, I
know you'd rather read your adventures. Trust me, this can be very enjoyable in its own way. I suppose maybe it's a little less dramatic. So, let's go, come on. You may get to see me get gored by some massive wild beast. Then you can write a story about that.
Very funny, Paul. I've forgotten how funny you was.
Grab your things. Come on, let's go! Come on! When he finds something, you stay back and I'll show you how to make a kill.
Whatever you say, sir.
You sure you're ready for this?
I guess so.
Now, the trick to hunting is calm and patience. You gotta think and move like an animal to catch an animal.
A rifle helps, doesn't it?
Help don't stand still, son.
Well, I wouldn't know. This is the first time you've taken me hunting.
There's lots of things I ain't done with you, but I'm gonna try and make up for that. Come on. You don't seem too excited about this.
What do you want me to say, Paul? Yippee?
Are you sure you're all right? I mean, I know all that business must have been hard on you. Jack, he's on to something.
It wasn't nothing. I'm not a kid anymore.
Well, it won't happen again. It's over.
Until the next time, you mean?
There won't be a next time.
Don't make no more promises, Paul. I've heard them all before.
Yeah. You know, one time I hunted a bear up a tall tree. You never seen a bigger animal in all your life.
I read this story about a girl who was raised by wolves. She'd hunt goats with them and everything.
Sounds like a tall yarn to me. Look, I see one. This one's mine. Stay with me, son. Let's go!
Get him! There you go. He's over there! Take him down!
Shit! He got away.
Jeez, what happened, Paul?
That thing was fast.
I thought you were the famous sharpshooter.
Not exactly, but thanks for the confidence. Don't worry, we'll get the next one.
Rufus looks like he's gonna find something. Keep going, boy. Whoa. Find another one, Rufus.
Come on.
Oh, he's found another one. Come on, get him this time.
Let's go.
I thought he was gonna get away. That was great, Paul.
You just gotta wait for the right shot, not rush
Woo!
it.
That's a big one.
This meat should fetch a decent price in Manzanita. Hope you were watching. It'll be your turn next. Go on, Rufus. Sniff us out a couple more.
You can do it, Rufus.
You ready to take a shot, Jack? Look, they're over there. Steady now. That's it, son. Go. Let's go. Come on. Get after him. You saw how I cut the meat, Jack. Now it's your turn.
Whoa!
Nice work, son. You're a quick learner. Now come on. Let's get this meat over to the trading post at Manzanita.
Did you see me?
You did good, son.
Can't we shoot some more?
Only kill what you need. We'll go out again soon.
You know, I didn't think I was gonna like it.
I told you you'd have fun, didn't I? Come on. Come on. Yeah. All right, here we are. Yeah.
Good to see you. Take as long as you like. Always happy to see you, customer.
Hey, partner.
Oh, well, let's see what we can do for you. John Marston needs to learn some. Yeah, you're all set.
I'll be back with more next time I pass through. All done. Let's head home.
How do you do, sir?
Let's go. Whoa, whoa. Slow it up now.
How do you do?
Come on. Yeah.
Oh, Paul, that was so much fun. I can't rightly believe it. Just like in the books.
We'll do it again soon. Now get to your chores. What you cooking?
Same thing I've been cooking the past 15 years with the hope of poisoning you.
Ain't working so well.
Not yet.
I'll be honest, though. Tastes bad enough to kill a man.
I never was much of a cook, but I did try to be a good wife.
And you have been.
Given what we was and what we came from, I think we've gone and done okay. I look at Jack. I look at him, and I think we've been blessed. Maybe he can be something more.
He's a good kid. He can be whatever he wants to be. He ain't gonna be no frontier gunslinger killing and running no gang, though. That way's over. Railroads and government and motor cars and everything gone and done away with all that.
And he ain't gonna marry no orphaned working girl running with a bunch of hucksters, neither.
If he meets one like you, I hope he'll marry her.
Stop. For an illiterate gunslinger, you sure know how to make a girl blush. God damn crows! John! You have got to go deal with them. They've broken into the silo again and are eating all the corn out from it.
Of course, my angel.
Wait, get out of there.
All right, all right.
Go on. Scat. Shh.
Go! Sorry, but you're mine. Shoot! Damn it! Damn crows!
Finally. Now about that stew.
Get up, old man.
I am up.
Get up!
Oh. There, I'm up. Well, thank the good Lord you're back. Nothing worse for an old man than sleeping in the warm afternoon sun.
You want a long sleep, Uncle? That can be arranged. It'll cost me less than food.
You always was a hard and nasty man, John Marston.
You always was a useless, conniving thief. And where's them cattle? Did you take them to pasture?
It's coming around to that.
When exactly?
It's easy to pick on the elderly. It's easy, but it ain't dignified.
Come on, old man. We'll do this together. Let's go.
Whoa! All right, you stay front. Let's keep it moving now. Come on.
Stay tight.
Go.
There you go.
Let's go.
Yeah! Yeah! Move!
Come on.
What the hell? Stop the herd!
Come on.
You're getting fucking down!
That's too damn close. Yeah.
You gotta help him! Please, help! Mister, get... Run! You gotta do something! Bill gotta stay around! Who do you think you are?
folks okay?
I think we're safe. Thank you. I thought we were done for.
Just helping out. Now you take care. Just a little something for my troubles.
Yeah! Yeah! Let's go!
When will you listen to me, boy? You could have got yourself killed.
Shut it, old man. Come on. Let's get this herd moving again.
Let's get these stragglers rounded up.
Come on!
Yeah! Wake up! A rancher doesn't leave his herd. Whoa! Whoa there!
Let's go!
You look after the herd. I'll ride back.
No thanks. You got your pound of flesh from me today.
Come on!
Oh, Lord. This is nasty.
Go! Let's go!
What are you looking at, old man?
There's some Mustangs and some such out there beyond that ridge. Wondering if it was worth getting you and going to round some of them up.
Fair enough. We're nearly out of money. Ranch is in turmoil.
We may not make it through the winter. What could we possibly want with some good quality horses? Come on.
That tone of voice ain't so becoming on you. Makes you seem all pent up and angry like some Blackwater would-be business tycoon with a bad case of hemorrhoids.
I'll give you a bad case of someone just shot me in the head if you don't hurry up.
Are you gonna mount up, kid? There you go. Come on, follow me. Why you gotta act so biggity all the damn time? What happened to you?
What were you gonna do? Just look at them horses all day?
Well, God forbid I'd do anything around here without checking with His Royal Highness first.
Yeah, you're real good at watching. That's about all you're good for, apart from bending your elbow.
I can't do right for doing wrong. You're an ungrateful bastard, you know. I did my best when you was gone.
Your best is like anybody else's worst.
Come on, I'm getting old. I gotta start taking things easy.
You've been taking things easy for 40 years.
Yeah! Whoa! Look, there they are. Get a loop there, John. What are you doing? Now! Don't let go! Hold tight now!
Shut the hell up! Easy there. God damn it!
You got dusted good and proper. Mount back up, you fool! You'll never catch him on foot.
Will you shut up?
Come on. Come on.
Jump on there, quick!
Easy.
You got it
Almost
now,
got you.
John. Careful! That's a feisty one.
Calm it down.
Go!
Come on, baby. Calm down.
Yeah, Bronx boy!
It's all right.
That's more like it.
Come on.
Whoa there! Get off
Stop
of there,
talking,
will
damn
you?
it.
Stop messing around and get back on your horse.
Hobble your lip, for Christ's sakes. Whoa there. I got you now.
Show it who's boss.
I got you. Come on.
Steady there.
Come on. Nearly got you. Relax
Show it
now.
who's boss.
Relax now. Nearly there.
Show it who's boss. You got him now.
Calm down now.
take care of her now.
Yeah!
Uncork that front, boy.
Relax.
Lean into it.
That's it.
You got him now, John.
Steady, boss.
This don't feel too good.
Don't fall
Nearly there.
off.
Come on, come on, come
That's
on.
the feisty one. Use your knees, you woman.
Oh, down.
Lean
You're
in.
mine now. Whoa. Relax now. Yeah.
Get up. Mount
Will
back
you
up,
shut
you
up?
fool. You'll never catch him on foot. Stop messing around and get back on your horse.
Yeah. Let's go.
That's it. You got him now, John. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. Steady now. Show it who's boss. That's the feisty one.
Here we go.
Good. Get up now. Get down off there.
I think that's enough for now. Let's get him back to the ranch.
Come.
Yeah. That weren't half bad for a couple of old reprobates.
I learned a few things while I was away.
Anything you wanted to know?
Easy. Yeah.
Make sure there's enough fresh hay. We need to keep them strong.
All right. Damn, a little gratitude wouldn't kill you. Not a bad day's work.
Let's go.
John, we got a telegram from some lady friend of yours, a Bonnie something or other. Something you ain't telling me?
Bonnie McFarland. She's a friend. Saved my life when I went after Bill and nearly got myself killed again.
Oh, and now you two's in the habit of sending each other letters. How very nice.
It weren't nothing like that. What's it say?
I don't know. I can't. Well, you know I can't read.
Give it here.
You read that thing out loud?
I ain't hiding nothing. Dear Mr. Marston, stop. Need corn sacks. Stop. Emergency. Stop. Weevils and moths ate entire county supply. Stop. Can you help? Not exactly the most romantic request now, is it?
I guess not. She saved your life, you say?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then you're gonna have to help her and her family out. We've got a plentiful supply of corn sacks over near the silo. About the one thing Uncle didn't manage to have stolen while we was gone.
Okay.
Hurry back, John. And John, what's she like?
You know. A little bit like you, I guess. She's a woman in a man's world.
John, wait! I changed my mind. I'm coming with you. Well, come on then. Let's get going. I don't think I can let you go off again without me.
Fair enough. I'm glad of the company. You only had to ask.
Ask? I was waiting for you to ask me.
I thought you'd want to keep an eye on the boy.
Oh, while you were off cavorting with cowgirls in the next county? I don't think so, John Marston. You only just got home. That Jack has seen enough of me for a lifetime. So, is she married? This Bonnie McFarland?
No.
What does she look like?
I don't know. Pretty normal, I suppose.
Normal? What? Normal like me?
No. Normal as in 2 eyes, mouth, nose, that kind of normal. Besides, ain't no woman fine as you.
A little flattery. Now we're finally getting somewhere.
If you find yourself in a hole, the first thing to do is stop digging.
Another pearl of wisdom from John Marston. I sure do miss those.
I never took you for the jealous type, Abigail.
I ain't jealous so much as curious.
You heard what she wrote. It's just some corn. She saved my life, and she was decent enough to me, so I owe her this much at least.
How did she save your life anyway?
She found me half dead on the side of the road and took me to the doctor. Most folks would have left me there.
Half dead from what?
Bill didn't take so kindly to me visiting unannounced.
Bill never did like surprises. How was he?
Same as he was when we left. Angry and dumb. Taking his revenge out on the world. People down there was really scared of him.
Of Bill? You gotta be kidding me. He was only frightening if he was afraid of dumb fools.
Bill weren't so bad, but when Dutch went crazy, Bill took it hard.
For a while, we all thought we'd found something right. A better way to live, but it was just a lie. Well, you saw before they did.
Maybe. But there was still kind of a family.
A family that left you for dead. You knew the truth, John. And they hated you for it.
Where did they take you?
Who?
Those government bastards. Where did they hold you and Jack?
I ain't sure. They kept their eyes covered there and back. Can't have been too far from here, though.
They treat you right?
It ain't the first time I've had a gun to my head, John. You're forgetting your marriage proposal.
Very fun.
So, they learned pretty quick what would happen if they laid a finger on me.
Sons of bitches.
It wasn't them or being there. I didn't care about that. I've been in far worse situations. It was the waiting. I didn't know if you was coming back.
You came. Thank you so much. We lost the entire harvest.
Miss McFarland, I'd like you to meet my wife, Abigail.
Oh, ain't you quite the gentleman all of a sudden? It's a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Marston.
Likewise. Thank you for saving my husband's life. And for teaching the miserable goat some manners, among other things.
I didn't teach him anything. I know better than to try to change a man. You should meet my father.
Oh, people can change, Miss McFarland. John and I have to believe that more than anybody.
This is a decent first harvest for you, John. You should be proud. That's good land you got there.
How are you feeling, Mrs. Marston? From what your husband told me, it must have been awful for you.
I've been through worse. And I knew he'd be back before too long. He can't cook a meal to save his life.
Abigail, in my darkest hours, when I was most homesick, just the thought of one of your rat meat stews kept me pushing forward.
Well, about as amusing as a weeping saddle sore, ain't he, Mr. Farland? If you're gonna start yammering about women's work, John, I'd say you might be in the wrong company.
I'd say so, too.
I never felt so outnumbered.
Ma'am?
So that was the famous Bonnie.
That was her, all right.
She's pretty.
She's normal, like I said.
Well, you always wanted to be a rancher. I'd have thought she'd be just your thing. The perfect rancher's wife, if I ever saw one. Have you forgotten where we live?
I already got a rancher's wife.
I'm only teasing. I like her, and I'm glad she saved your life. Most of the time, anyway.
The McFarlands are good people.
She did blush redder than a shepherd's sunset when she saw you, though.
I have that effect on women.
You've clearly had one too many blows to the head.
You ain't wrong about that, Mrs. Marston.
That's quite a ranch they got there.
That'll be us someday, as soon as we get back on our feet.
I don't know, John. How many times can we start again? An outlaw and a working girl. We ain't exactly farmers.
We are now. Forget that life. It's over.
Do you really believe that?
We have to. It's the only way we'll ever have a future.
The life we led, that doesn't go away. It's never over. You think those government men are just gonna leave us alone now?
The old gang's dead. I did what they asked.
And that's it? A life of crime forgiven?
We're back together, ain't we?
Until they decide you owe them something else.
Sometimes I think I was the stupid one for believing I could get out. Maybe Dutch, Bill, and Javier were just being honest with themselves.
You ain't perfect, John, and I sure ain't. But you're better than they are. Than they were.
Maybe we can't change. But we gotta try, for Jack's sake. Even if we have to start again 100 times. It's better than going back to what we were. How's Jack doing?
Angry, upset. He's been through a lot.
I hope he's gonna be all right.
It's gonna take time. For a while, his world was safe. Normal, even. Then it got turned upside down again.
He ain't saying much about it.
I've tried to talk to him, but how do you explain any of it? What do you say when he asks about Uncle Bill and Uncle Dutch? They were family when he was a little boy.
He hides away in those books of his.
Wouldn't you? It ain't like the real world's done him many favors. He's just been kidnapped. He grew up with the gang. That's no life for a boy.
We did our best to protect him.
Come on, John. He saw things no boy should see.
Well, now we got a chance to make it right.
We did good today, John. I guess I better go fix us something to eat.
Howdy, partner.
John, how are you?
How do you do, sir?
I'll never heart.
tensing up.
I'm not.
You are. Your back's tense and it's making the rifle jump. You're holding it wrong. Here, let me show you.
I don't need you to show me, Paul.
I guess not.
Don't show me and you'll just run off again or something. It's better I teach myself.
I ain't going nowhere.
Whatever you say, Paul.
Don't be like that.
Sorry.
Wolf's been after the herd. Gotta get out there and scare him off. You wanna come with me? Safer with two.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Stay on Rufus now. Come on.
I can shoot. You know that. Why you gotta treat me like a kid?
It's what fathers do. I'm just trying to look out for you.
You can't just decide to be a father when it suits you. What about the rest of the time?
Come on, Jack. That ain't exactly fair.
One minute you're telling me to be a man, the next you're telling me I'm just a boy.
It's gonna take a while for things to get back to normal.
Normal? Was it ever normal?
I don't know, but it'll get better, son. Promise. Come on.
I'm sorry, Paul.
You don't need to be.
I don't mean to be moody. I'm glad you're home. I really am. It's just every time you go up, I worry you're not coming back.
I swear, if it was down to me, I'd never have gone anywhere.
They can't make you, can they?
It's complicated, but it seems they can.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't understand.
Just some things you start have to be finished. Let's go.
Whoa! What was your father like?
I didn't really know him. He died when I was just a boy. Come on, he's picked up a scent. Follow me!
You can't be tired already. Paul, is Uncle really your uncle?
No, at least I sincerely hope not. He's probably lots of people's father, though.
Well, why do you call him Uncle then?
Folks always did. Probably because he's always been older than everybody else.
He was old when I was a kid.
He was old when I was a kid, son. God must have had some purpose for keeping him on this earth. But I sure as hell don't know what that is. Let's go. That's it, boy. He's found him.
Come on, we can't stop now.
Watch yourself now, son. They might turn on us.
Let's go.
Come on. Go get him, son! Him! That's it! Jack! He's found a scent!
Look out!
Come on! Stay on me now!
Uh-oh! What are you doing? Get after him, boy!
Come on! What do you smell, boy? him, Rufus. Come on. Come. Go get him, boy. That's his signal. Come on. Yeah. That's it, Jack. Go get him, son!
What are you doing?
This is crap. Good work, son. Go on now, Rufus. Find the rest of them.
We can't do this on foot, can we?
Wolves! I see them! Look out, Jack! They're attacking! Yeah! Go! Come on! Soft on the trigger now!
Come on! You can't be tired already.
Keep your head straight! Get him, Jack!
Come on! We can't stop now.
Don't let him get too close! Remember what I told you!
This is what you get for stealing our cattle.
You're mine. Don't let him get away! Steady, Jack! Stay alert now! It looks like all of them. Nice work, Jack.
I thought we needed the horses.
All right, we should head back now. We got out further than I thought.
How many did we kill? They won't be after our cattle for a while. What are we doing here? Shouldn't we be going?
That was some good shooting, son.
So can I go out hunting by myself now?
Hold on there, cowboy. You ain't ready for that yet. One step at a time. We'll go out again soon. Catch something nice for your ma to cook. I ain't gonna tell you again, Jack. You don't leave the farm without checking with me first, you hear? Of course! What? Maybe, but I live my life believing there's a difference between killing and murdering. Come on. All we did was kill a few wolves. Let's go.
Are you getting him out back up, Bob? Get in!
Let's go. You're turned into a decent hunter, son. But try to stay out of trouble.
Howdy, partner. John! John!
What is it, old man?
It's Jack. The kid. The kid. Well, I just saw him out in the valley. Seems your tales of hunting got the better of him. He said he was going up the pass, track down that grizzly that's been seen up there.
Kid can't hunt a grizzly. Thing will eat him alive.
I know. I tried to stop him.
But you're worthless as a lawyer at a lynching. Damn you, old man. This is my son. Anything happens to him, you'll wish it was you that bear attacked. Come! Come on! Where is he, Rufus? Find Jack, Rufus! Yeah! Come on, Rufus. Come on. What you got, boy? Can you smell something? Let's go. Come on, boy. Where is he? Yeah. Where's Jack? Where is he? You can find him, boy. Yeah. Find Jack, Rufus. Jack! Can you hear me, Jack? Jack! You up here? Yeah! Come on!
Paul, help me! I'm hurt!
Jack, stay down! Don't move! Keep your head down! What the hell were you thinking going off on your own? You're just a boy.
No, I'm not! I can skin an elk, break horses.
Come on, let's get you home. Now hold tight. Are you all right?
Yeah, I think so.
You're lucky to be alive, you stupid boy. What'd I tell you about going off by yourself?
I go off by myself plenty. You just don't know about it. You're never around.
So this is my fault? You disobeyed me.
I was trying to prove myself.
Prove what? By getting yourself killed?
You're always telling me I read too many books, that I'm not a real man.
I never said that.
I just thought if I could do something you'd like, maybe you wouldn't go away again.
Son, I ain't going anywhere. And believe me, neither are you for a real long time. Go! What's your mother gonna say?
I'm sorry, Paul. Please don't be angry.
I ain't angry. I'm disappointed. Don't you ever run off on your own like that again.
All right. I told you I was sorry.
What would have happened if I hadn't come along?
I don't know. I'd probably be dead.
You'd be a pile of bones right now.
What would you care? I'm just a nuisance to you anyway.
That ain't true, Jack. I'd do anything for you. You know that.
I guess there's only room for one hero in this family.
Trust me, son. I ain't no hero. I'm just glad you're safe. Come on. Slow down. Going after a grizzly? What were you thinking? You've only been hunting twice.
I'm not a little kid anymore. What were you doing at my age?
Bad things. Things nobody should do. But your ma and me, we didn't have what you have.
Yeah, I know. I should be grateful.
I'm not asking you to be grateful. I'm asking you to do what I say before you get yourself killed.
It's always one set of rules for you and another set for everybody else. You think I don't know what you did back in the old days? I'm not stupid.
You could have fooled me.
You think I didn't sit up and listen to Dutch and Bill telling all those stories? You think I don't know who you are?
It ain't no secret I didn't get these scars falling over at church.
But nobody tells me anything. You and Mom pretend like nothing happened.
We just want a better life for you, son. Now rest. We'll have you home soon.
I'm sorry I made you worry, Pa.
Don't be too eager to grow up, son. Ain't as much fun as it looks. When you're ready to hunt bears, I'll take you. Come on! Hey, Jack.
Hey, Paul.
Need a hand with that?
No, sir, I got it.
Looks like you have. You know, you're real good with them tools.
Thank you, Paul.
You'll make this land real nice one day. Me and your mother will do our part. By the time your turn comes, hell, this could be the nicest farm in the county.
Maybe, Paul.
Just gotta learn to shoot straight or you'll get yourself eaten by some animal.
Very funny, Paul.
Thank you, son. Soon it'll be quail season. We should have some fun then.
Is there anything you don't like shooting, Paul?
Well, I ain't met the thing yet, but as soon as I do, I'll let you know. You can even put it in one of them books you read.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Today, John Marston stopped shooting.
Now, I ain't no literary man, but I don't think that'll sell. People like shooting in them things.
I think you may be right there, Paul.
So, you ever hear talk about them machines that can make a man fly?
Well, sure, Paul. Everybody knows about that. You know they're going to be bringing one of those machines around the country next year for a demonstration? One of them machines can turn men into angels.
One of them machines can turn men into angels.
John, come here. John, come here, quick. Take a look at that.
Jack, go into the house, lock all the doors. Whatever happens, don't come outside. You hear me? Whatever happens.
Okay.
Come here, son. Whatever happens, keep the doors locked and your mother inside. Promise me, son. Promise me.
Who is it, Paul?
It's just some old friends. Me and Uncle take care of it. Now you go inside and you keep the doors and the windows locked.
I hear you.
Then run!
Yeah, run, boy.
Well, old man, looks like things is about to get settled once and for all.
So it seems.
There's still time for you to run, old man. I'll hold them here.
Come on now!
It's me you want, not them! You gonna pay for this? This was over! I won't let you take them again! Hold on, This is getting ugly!
Huh? Watch it!
Who do you think you are? None of you bastards are leaving here alive! I'll kill all you sons of bitches!
Go check on your family, boy. Get in there. There'll be more coming. Get inside. Here.
What are we gonna do now?
What's wrong? What's happened?
Stay inside, you hear? Like I said, there'll be more coming. I don't know, son. Whatever it is, it ends here.
We'll take you all off.
Uncle, are you alright?
Damn it! I'm hit!
This is where it is, buddy! Right here!
Watch out for the high. Are you up for this, boy?
Rewarding serving your country, ain't it? That's it! Give 'em hell, son! You really want it, Uncle? I'm gonna get you out of here safe!
Ain't time, John. I ain't gonna make it off this porch anyhow. You take Jack and Abby. Take them and... Don't worry about me. Just get them out of here.
No! Uncle, please! Oh my God! They killed him!
Come on, son! Ain't nothing we can do for him now! We're leaving the farm. I'll watch from the silo. You two go to the barn. Get the horses ready.
John!
I'll meet you there. I see him! Get behind something! Is you Army or Boy Scout? We'll make a run for the barn! Stay close and keep your eyes open!
There's more coming down the hill!
God damn it! Watch your head! We're gonna head for the barn!
Paul! Up on the hill!
I see him! Get behind something! I won't let you take him again! I'm proud of you, Jack!
Why are you doing this?
Stay down! Nobody moves till I say so! Keep your eyes open! Stay in cover! I won't let anything happen to you!
I can't feel my legs!
Come on, let's head for the barn! All right, you're covered! Now go! Go! Now, quick! Run for it! The army! You have... You want more? You trying to frighten... All right, you're covered! Now go! Go! You think you fools can stop... You're dead already, you know that? There you are. Let's do a business, boys.
Come on. Now listen. Jack, darling, get on this horse. Get out of here. Go find a place to hide.
You're coming with us, Paul.
I'll catch up. You keep riding and don't look back. And don't be worried about me, you hear? Now get going.
You stay out of trouble, John.
Ain't no trouble, Abigail. Ain't no trouble. I love you.
I love you.
Now go! Get!
Did you hear that? Jack, we have to go back for Pa.
Let's go!
Oh, bury me not on the lone prairie where the coyotes wail and the wind blows free. And when I die, don't bury me 'neath the western sky on the lone prairie.
sir. Hey there!
Climb right up.
Devil's got a
I'd want it between the eyes.
Where
Quick,
to?
no
No
pain.
one that cuts the wind like I do.
Well, hello. I need a ride to McFarland's Ranch.
Still in the middle of sleeping? Get some winks in, and I'll wake you when we're there.
If you don't mind, I'm very tired.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hey, shooter, get your ass over here.